Hello and welcome back to Railway Empire, potentially the final episode of this series, yes, for France at least. If it is the final episode, we'll take a little break and then we'll play possibly the Great British DLC's scenario and give that a shot. Familiar towns for me, and I might even know how to pronounce them. You never know. Right, so what have we got to do? Our final task, we're well over halfway. We have 100 million in the bank. I don't think we've got anything to worry about. What we will do is zoom out a little bit and just tidy up some things. I've noticed one of those things is we still have trains heading into Brebron Reserve when we were doing the alcohol production. However, these trains are no longer required. So we're going to get rid of those and that will lighten up our stations a little bit. Not that it matters really. We're just going to do this while we wait to see whether we've achieved it. We might tweak the routes we have just a touch. But as I said previously, it would be nice to get rid of a few of these X's at the very least. What are you? Why do you... The quarry. Okay, where's that? You never know what these... wait, quarry? Isn't that coal? Yes. We are probably a little overkill on coal right now. It matters not. What did we get here? We're going to keep an eye out on... not conductors. In fact, you know, let's just get rid of it. We don't need them, do we? We don't need conductors at all. Look at our money. Silly. Right, how is everything going? What I'm interested to see is, are we getting a balance of coal and iron? Wow, yes, we are. That's pretty amazing. The demand for iron is more than that of coal, so it must take 2 iron and 1 coal. That's all I can think about there. It should tell us, right? Yes, it's 4 and 2. Right, so we do need a lot more iron than we need coal, which will explain why that other train isn't delivering much iron, much coal. Iron coal. All the iron and the coal. How are we doing here? It would kind of be nice to get more throughput on iron, just a little bit, considering we do need a bit more. That would be nice, but a bit pointless. What we need to keep our eye on is anything that can increase the speed of our trains. That'll be our main thing. I mean, the trains are just turning up now, aren't they? We could possibly add another one on here. You know what? The gamer 514 line. We're going to clone you. We're going to add another one on there. Because I think we can handle it. What do we have here? I mean, do we need to mess with any of these? They're not getting enough coal. That's interesting. Although we were late starting on the coal for that one. It is running okay now. We could maybe increase the throughput there. I don't mind. Oh, actually, no. You are running empty because we've hit the maximum production there. That I was not expecting. They are taking steel down here though. Look at them all. Oh, if this wasn't in a cutting, I would have changed this to a maintenance yard. However, a maintenance yard will make that all sorts of an awkward connection. Technically, we could have the maintenance yard and go over the top instead. But I like this cutting. Like, it's down to that thing again, isn't it? It would be fantastic if you could lower and raise the stations a little bit, or any of the stations really, and then you can design your networks a little better. Not a big deal though. What's it looking like here? We've got less than 300 to go and a little over 3 years to do it in. That's easy, isn't it? I think we've done it. What do we got here? Security guard. No thank you. So who are you? Are you the Brebron Manor? Oh, well, maybe. I mean, we're not going to drain it, but there's only so much grain you want. Especially since we don't deal with grain at all. I believe it is a bait. Yes, they do still require grain though, even if they don't have a factory doing anything with it. It would be nice to be able to get more industries. However, I don't think it's a big deal, is it? Really? I mean, that's part of the puzzle, I think, is how you set up the industries and deliver from one to the other. Now, the music's very cheerful. It knows we're going to win. That's a brave thing to say. I'm not entirely sure. That was what we just set up. I'm glad I added another train to that. Now, do we have enough delivering down here? Because that would just speed up. We could probably take more. Do you know what? We're going to have another one of those. There we go. Yes. A full train. Amiens is on the grow. It's on the rise. I haven't said on the grow for a little while, have I? No, I have not. Well, that I just corrected that. I don't know what this is doing. Is this ever going to get enough? Enough piggies? It should do. Actually, they might grow enough to add another industry to them, which could be absolutely anything, really. You're kind of doing all right, aren't you? You're producing enough steel. Yeah, the demand, I see how that works now. If we go to Paris and we click on here and you'll see the demand for steel. This is how I guess they've made this work. It's 144. Goodness me. When everywhere else, or every other product is like not. 70. Does that mean you can continue to deliver tools here at a crazy rate? Right, we've got a point to spend. I mean, it's just more money. Possibly. I mean, is there anything else we could use? No. There really isn't, is there? All of this is just superfluous to our needs. Reduce the construction. That seems silly at this stage of the game. Reduce the hiring. Well, none of those. When selling, no. I guess we'll just make money. Well, we could have more applicants. Do you know what? Actually, yes. That one. Increase the number of new applicants. I tell you why. It's because we could do with more engineers with power. And more stokers with power, just to speed things up. Direct delivery, I would say. As it gives me another security guard. Of course you do. What is this for? What is that for? Or was that to bring in more from this warehouse? Well, I mean, technically you could have another train delivering maybe steel and stuff there. Although that could get quite confusing, couldn't it? Should we have a look at some of these no suitable freights? What do we have? Really? That's the one going... Yeah, we kind of got full on coal, didn't we? We are full. Indeed we are. Yeah, we're just going to buy all of those. Absolutely. We could upgrade this. I don't know why. Does anybody use it? He technically should be. Or that city should be. But given that we're delivering lots and lots of coal and steel, Orleans grows. That's nice. Do you know what that means, don't you? We can bump up production. And that should increase the amount of steel we are delivering. Yes, to Paris. That would be a good reason to increase Amiens' size so that the steel mill could be, steel industry could be a little bit better on its production. And that just speeds everything up. I don't think we really need it. But we do have an engineer. Absolutely. I say we concentrate on iron, because that's the one we'll need the most. So if we go here, anybody not got you? There we go. You get a little bit more speed. That's lovely. Plus 8% on the speed. Security guards we don't need. I mean, what I could do is buy all these and dump them. Did that do a little slap sound? That's mean. That's not how you fire someone. You don't walk up to them, slap them around the face and hand them the cards. I think you'll get in trouble for that. Nice touch, that. Well, I don't know. In this day and age, maybe there was dodgy things going on, weren't there, that I don't want to get into. In fact, I have no idea what I'm talking about. Was there? I wasn't around in 1887. I'm not that old. Right, so yes, Market Crier. I don't know what you would do for us at this stage of the game. Sure. Comfort. Always comfort over safety. That is the GT motto. We're delivering a lot of stuff. That's what I like the look of. We might actually get rid of some of these X's now that Orleans grew. That is lovely. How's Amiens doing? It's not until 90,000. However, I don't know whether giving them a museum would help boost them even further. And, as I said, it would give us another pip here. I was about to say, and they're increasing their growth. No, they're actually on the decline now. That's lovely. What could we do for them to help them as a little bit of a side project? I mean, can't we just have this? This would be great. This is outside of our territory, except for the cloth. Do they need cloth? Because if they do, I say we set it up. No, it's only if you make stuff with cloth. We have all of this seen too. Pastries we're struggling a bit on. Olive oil, cloth, clothing. Oh, do you know what they don't do? They don't collect anything from here. In fact, they're not getting anything delivered there either. I've never really looked at this. This has kind of gone to pot, hasn't it, this idea? I don't think warehouse to warehouse really works the best. There might be ways to set it up if you tinker around with it a lot. But oh well, milk. The actual factory itself wasn't producing enough. There could be a few other things like that. I'm surprised that's not pulling its weight. I was going to say that's empty, so that's a bad thing. It's not though, is it? That's probably a good thing, because that means that the goods are going in there and being shifted out directly as full trains disappear out there. Yeah, no, that's absolutely fine. They're getting all the cloth. Do you still make clothes? You do. You do. And we did sort that line out, didn't we? Where they wouldn't take cloth back out of warehouse 1. Clothing, yes, they only take clothing one way. That's lovely. In fact, you don't want to be taking olive oil both ways either, do you? No olive oil. Don't take olive oil back out. Anything else? Tick that. Meat. Do we even send meat there? No, we don't. Did I just stick a waypoint in? I heard it. I heard it. Okay. That should do. How many trains do we have on here? We only have 2. Well, that probably doesn't help. Although saying that, there's not much cloth in here, is there? No, absolutely isn't. And these are fully functioning, yeah. How we doing? How we doing on our big task? We're close to the final 100, guys. We're in February 15th, 1888. We've got no cares in the world. Unless, of course, that isn't the one. Yeah, you can still work. That's fine. Yeah, if that is not the last one, we're in a bit of trouble. Maybe. Possibly not. So why are you not delivering enough? Well, that doesn't help, but I don't think that's the reason. Random breakdowns are just meh. They're not a thing, are they, that you need to really worry about too much? It's just RNG kicking you in the face. As it likes to do. I still don't feel like you're taking enough cloth. You're all full when you're coming out here. Maybe you could have even more coming in here then. I mean, one thing we could... Okay, blackmail, don't care. One thing we could possibly do is have cloth and everything using all the freight stuff Yeah, do you know, why am I not doing that? All the freight stuff could be managed from a warehouse, couldn't it? There. Again, it's got that whole warehouse to warehouse issue. Do we have much delay in our trains? Well, no. So that is pointless. Well, a little bit. Did we do it? I mean, just to pass the time. that's how we're playing it right now. Just to pass the time, we'll just do silly things all over the place. I can take my hands out of my pockets now. That's totally what I was doing. Big warehouse. You go in there, hopefully. Can we squeeze you in? Lovely. It's a bit of a shorter journey too. What we can do then... Oh no, all of these trains would have to change. That's a little awkward, isn't it? They'd all have to change their routes. Oh dear. Well, I mean, it slides into there quite nicely though. Do like that. Maybe we can just... are they all going the right way? Yep. Pre-direction. Nulled. It's a bit laggy. Let's change these routes. Instead of Le Mans 2... Wait. What you need to do... What are we buying? Buy it. Buy all the things. Look how much money we've got. I don't know what I'm doing there. Take out Le Mans. There we go. But what we need to do is actually add cloth in there. And that should do it, right? I think, because they'll produce their they'll produce their cloth and sheep's wool and stuff. The only issue I've got here is, are we actually taking stuff back? We would be, wouldn't we? Oh, that makes it kind of tricky. Maybe just shifting this and not having cloth in there for now. Let's just see if that works, shall we? We're going to get all of these trains. We're going to set it up and we're going to copy it. And then each of the trains on here, we're going to swip these over. Swibbity swip. There we go. Just apply that. Go all the way down. There we go. It didn't take long, did it? It might just be enough. Maybe. I would like to tweak it. I would like to see that being used more. Is that a blue train? That is totally a blue train. Have a new train, sir. Like late in the game, I know. There you go. Have a 4D. Let's spend some points as well. Increase the number of passengers. No. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, ideally, right, we'd make more money from freight. Because we're doing a lot of that. Le Havre grows. Passengers. We could increase passengers. No. That one. Do it. Unlock all the things. Engineers. No. We don't want any of you. Slap. Slap and you're gone. There's your P45. Oh, we got a few of the blue ones remaining. Let's give you a new train as well. 4 days. Lovely. How are we doing, guys? We are 50 away-ish. 52. I didn't know whether it was going to keep going. The question is now... I love that slap sound. I don't know whether you'll pick it up over on... once we do the recording. Hopefully you do. Let's get rid of some of our final blue train. No, we'll leave you it. We'll leave you in because you kind of... No. You know what? Modernization. Goodbye. You have a 4D. I saw a blue one there. It's going to trundle up and down. So Le Havre grew. So you get another industry, which could be absolutely anything, really. It matters not, does it? Can we get one in quickly? You could do cheese. What do you do? Oh, you already do cheese. Oh dear. I don't know what you could do then. You could do anything. You could be also planks. You could be pastries for the... fact that we don't have anybody doing pastries the most anymore, do we? No. But where are you going to take it to? Amiens, maybe. Do you know what? I kind of like that idea. Let's give them pastries to end it. There we go, guys. Unbelievably, we're giving them pastries to make. You're in. Because you're already getting the ingredients. You're already getting the grain from... You're not getting grain, you muppet. You've just given them more grain. Because the only grain farms down there, that was like the worst choice. That is a perfect way to end this series, isn't it? With a choice like, no wonder you're on the decline. They're like, dude, why on earth would you do that for us? I don't know. It was a silly idea. I get it. Although, do you know, we don't even deliver it, do we? Do you get any grain whatsoever? No, not at all. Well, I feel bad now. As saying that though, this warehouse is just not taxed at all, is it? Not warehouse, factory. Yeah, you just don't. Do you know what then? We have a spider web of networks here, and I think we could make our way over there, couldn't we? That'd be kind of fun. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's set up a rail line from Fabron Manor and finally give Le Havre some grain. Lots of it. Freight only. There you go. 4Ds. We're going to stick like 500 on there. Oh, there they go. Look. All full.
Ha! Now
oh my word!
In all its glory, critics are choking on their own critiques as they become
Critics are choking on their own
war.
Critiques.
The matter of monarchy has resolved itself, and the Republic can shine in the light of new times. You can be proud. You have done your part in leading France through dark times into a bright future.
I like the way he even interrupted the music. He's got nothing, has he? He's like, I'm going to say my piece. I don't care if the music kicks in. You have just completed the last compulsory task and have successfully finished the scenario. You can now see your final rating. You can then decide whether to end or continue the game. Tickety ticks. Well, I am stunned. El Presidente GT. Oh yes. Route length. 35,468. That's a lot of miles covered. Goodness me. Company value over $500 million. That's not bad for the 1800s, is it? Continue playing. Sure. Why not? We can't end there. The scenario will now be continued. If you have not completed all optional tasks, you can catch up on them now. Oh, okay. I didn't know there were optional tasks. Are there? I thought we're done. No, we're done. There we go then, guys. We got El Presidente rating. That is lovely. I would like to continue setting this up. Here we go. Give you lots of grain. Am I doing the right one? I hope so. It's going to take a while for all our trains to get out. I don't mind. I love it. Brilliant. Did I duplicate the right one? I hope so. Let's give you some more grain as well while we're here, because I'm feeling generous and I'm all sorts of happy that we got El Presidente. We got Maximum. That's not what it says, is it? And we have finished our lovely Eiffel Tower. I honestly thought that was Stars and Stripes up there for a second. That would have been weird. Well, there we go, guys. It's lovely. The little flag on top and everything. Look, are you all proud in Paris? I thoroughly enjoyed that, guys. I am looking forward to seeing what the British DLC has in store for us. We're going to take a small break from Railway Empire, but not forever. We will be coming back, like I said. I intend to complete all the scenarios from all the DLC, and we've still got the campaign to finish. I've not even finished the campaign, the original one. Goodness me, I was late to the party. I hope you enjoyed that. All of the series, that is. It was pretty much ups and ups, wasn't it? There wasn't much in the way of downs this time. The previous one, Germany, I failed midway through. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen that yet. But yeah, go and take a look at my Germany playthrough, which was eventually a close finish, but we made it. This one, not so much, was it? We blasted this one. Loved it. So much that I put it on fast forward. Anywho, thank you for watching for the billionth time, and until next time, take care.